Hi, I'm Rich LeBar, founder and owner of LeBar Golf Renovations, New Jersey-based company. We do golf course construction and renovation and irrigation work all over the continental United States. So we're about 4 weeks into the project. I'm really excited with what I'm seeing so far. The 7th hole here and the 8th hole with this pond, we knew it was going to be challenging, but we should get through it in the next couple of days and start moving on to doing some shaping on the rest of the golf course. We have to get the pond finished and get water in the pond, because without water we can't start laying sod. And once members start seeing sod, then they can actually feel and touch this renovation. So we started the project with about 20 guys, and I think we're up to about 35. And we're going to ramp the project up to about 75 or 80 people once things keep going. Then everybody will have their task. There'll be teams building greens, teams building bunkers, teams building tees, and then another team will come in and start doing the finish work and the shaping. So it'll be just like an assembly line. And these guys have been together for years. They've done a lot of projects this size. So it'll be a real well-oiled machine.
If you've driven by, at number 8 and number 9, you've certainly seen the amount of dirt movement that's going on the new lake expansion and new green expansion on the 7th hole. That has been a tremendous amount of dirt work, and that's just a time thing. So sequentially what you're looking at is we need to complete the earth movement in order to fill the pond back up. We've got to install all the components in the pump station and connect those and bring the new main line to the pump station. And then once those happen, we have water throughout the main line that's been installed. Then you're flying. Behind me you can see a ton of progress being made on the 7th hole. You're really starting to see the tee complex come together, the new lake expansion. You're really starting to see what the hole is going to look like. We're sitting on number 7 green here at the final grade. So Oscar, Tony, and LeBar's teams are really starting to close out this corner of the golf course in terms of earthwork. We'll begin to fill up the pond here in the next 5 or 6 days, and we're making a ton of progress on this back corner, and we're ready to get out of here. We're standing in what is not completely done, but certainly coming to a close in the near future of the renovation of our pump station. You can see our control panels and all of our pumps are brand new. They've been dropped in and craned in. The roof's been put on. New power's been run to the building. So a lot of progress made here. I know I've said it 1,000 times, but this is kind of the heartbeat of what we do. So having all this in is gonna certainly help the longevity of the golf course. All the intake line that comes out of the pump station that feeds this with water has been put into the new pond expansion. And they're starting to lay main line down number 8 that will eventually connect to the pump station here. So again, here in the next 4 or 5 days, you're gonna see a lot of things kind of start to come together and in preparation for us to turn the pond fill line on and start filling this thing back up. We're standing on the old 8th green, which will more or less be the same spot when we build the new one. But if you noticed, and you've been driving through the neighborhood, this green was cored out and then backfilled with scrap material. LeBar and Andy will be using what's called a total station to almost get 2 different attempts at shaping the green. So they'll backfill with this scrap material, and Andy will create his new green inside this cavity and use that total station to shoot those grades and topography lines. They'll core it back out. He'll be able to use that data to recreate. So this is kind of like a rough draft, if you will, that Andy will be able to use for the baseline when it's the final product. In preparation for LeBar's construction team to exit that kind of 7 and 8 corner of the golf course, what they're doing is they've got crews on their next holes, number 9 being example, number 6, where they're demoing the existing greens complex, removing old material, bunker sand, greens mix, getting rid of all the sod, so that when they do exit that corner, these areas are prepped and ready to be worked on.